So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him, cause when you feel it.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Broncos and the Bills, and it's all up next.
From the home of the Bills since 1973. The Bills offense getting prepared to go to work here in the second week of the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shoves him aside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a clean.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
98 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated...
The Bills getting set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Pretty good work there on the carry. And, Charles, this is the week 2 of the preseason, where we really see this first unit stay out there likely for the entire first half. So a good chance for a new running back to make an impression.
And really lock in on what his offensive linemen like to do, really get into the rhythms of their movements when they pull and trap and try and read them and get in sync, as well as take multiple carries. Because you want to get ready for the season. You want the ball as much as possible. Here's where you start to build up your stamina.
So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As we send you down 2. Well, look around. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead, that home field advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders, don't hate us. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it.
As you unlock ability paths, you'll open up new ways to customize your power on the field. The X Factor, Yard, and 99 club slots help round out your player with unique boosts.
I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bills and the Panthers on EA Sports.
The Bills offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. A pretty nice run there. And here we are, Charles, so close to the regular season. Some teams want to take it easy in this third game. Not these guys. We're going to see if this running back is indeed the guy. And they say that he'll stay out there likely for the entire first half.
But they really want to fine-tune things, don't they? They really want things to be humming when the season kicks off for real. And in addition, it's a quiet message as well. We compete every snap, every game. You better come prepared to play us.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's... On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 87 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Right back to him on first down. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Room here to run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line.
A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's got it to about the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there. The Bills have a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma turn on them just like my keys drop.
Keep your head on the swivel and those feet ready to move. You're about to match up with a D lineman in the 99 Club, and he can bring a lot of pain. Might want to get the ice bath ready too.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the.
The Bills offense set to go here in the return to football game. The season opening Thursday night matchup. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Gets past one man. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now, you know, partner, we talked to this young man earlier in the week, and he went on and on about how his experience backing up Derrick Henry the last 4 years really put him in the position he's in now as the starter.
Well, that makes sense because for 4 years, he was in the room with arguably the best running back in the league. And the one thing he said he took from his time backing up Henry was that he noticed that Derrick got stronger as the season went on. He marveled about his conditioning and how he took such great care of his body despite such a huge workload. He spoke pretty candidly about how he expects to make that same kind of impact now that he's the every down back.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to go on fourth down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. All right. Well, the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And some room to maneuver. Uses the stiff arm. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Welcome to the club. They brought him in as a free agent, hoping he could give a little jolt to their backfield. There's a jolt in the season opener. What a run that was. Hopefully a sign of things to come.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just... They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stiff-armed him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. CD, you've got Manny Kavire calling the shots for this offense. His 2nd year as an offensive coordinator in the league. How do you see his crew on this side of the ball performing this year?
Well, partners, you and I both know, and everyone else around the league, Manny was a popular head coaching candidate for this year. But he told all the teams he was interested in remaining a coordinator for a bit so he could continue to grow in the job. As far as his offense this year, he's really optimistic about it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space hit. There he goes, left side. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. But I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Bills, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
You're really going to have to work hard to get this one. Keep fighting.
How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see the Bills' veteran running back. He was unstoppable a week ago, a mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Bills and the Titans under the lights on Monday night.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello everybody, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, the Bills offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in week 1. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have moved out in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Good move at the 30. 121 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in Week 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shoves him away. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. So we are at halftime here on a... Sorry, Coach. Right on to the third. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking in that run. I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Here we go. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 15 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Oh, my goodness. How about this start? Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Good running right there. We talked last week about him coming in as a free agent in the offseason, and he's been better than advertised through the preseason and now into September. And that was another nice effort.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things in.